Hello and welcome. So today we're going to be watching a replay of mine where I did some stupid stuff with the Swedish vehicles. Started off with this, and then I played my jet, and then played this twice. So all the hints I'm going to give at this point. I'm going to be popping in and out with some different commentary here and there, but otherwise, that's all for now. I have to flip to the enemy team every time I mute or unmute my mic during the commentary. That's what that was. We're coming up on my next bit of commentary, where I get surprised by this guy. The first time that happened, I did not realize he had fired into my engine. I was just absolutely dumping bricks into my pants. I was terrified. It was not a pleasant experience for me. Debating whether I should repair or not, if I'm safe. I decided to push up to here before repairing, that way I could fire back if anyone came forward. But the guy I killed appeared to not have any backup lives. I don't think. The first time I thought there wasn't. Mira. Oh, I just got some new information. So when I first came in, I thought it was, the enemy, guy that was named Maximator03 that had killed me due to the fact that he put it into chat. Turns out, it was a different guy that we'll be seeing again. Fairly shortly as well. At this point, it's taking a minute because I'm just waiting for someone to pass in front of me so I can blast them with the overpowered autocannon that this thing has. 7 shots, 1 every 1.8 seconds. It doesn't matter how good your pen is, you're gonna take them out. May not say it in the bottom left of the screen where it shows my tank, but I am repaired at this point, so I'm at full observation in the video. And they laid artillery fire on the position I was sitting in, like exactly on that position, so I decided to move on out of there and start trying to get some shots on someone down there that I've been hearing. Happens to be that Merkava 2B. He's not in a position where I could just whip around and shoot at him. He's gotten himself into a fairly nice position, in fact. I suspected as much. And that rocket flying over my head absolutely terrified me. But I was slow to react because I didn't want to get hit by that tank. And that kill, I didn't know I would pull off. I didn't know I would take him out. I was just reacting. And that's where I messed up. I should have backed off after that helicopter, but instead I went for the MBT-70. It got a bit too big for my britches. But I end up coming back after the screen goes under the map for a second. In quite a nice looking Swedish jet. A bit rotund, if we take a look at it, but it's quite nice. It's got quad 20mm cannons that have something around the amount of 24 kilograms per second for its fire rate, making it a very good air supremacy. Takes out aircraft in seconds, which we will be seeing a small amount of. Not much of. I don't use this for very long because if you look on the teams, my team has way fewer vehicles already. So many people have been taken out of the battle already. But I do get my third kill. Now, what I should have done at this point is just go for the battlefield and start wrecking up tanks, but I decided to grab some altitude, see what I could do with it. See if any other enemies would decide to grab an aircraft. I have 268 rounds left. Like, what could go wrong? I started off with 400. It doesn't take very many rounds for this thing to actually kill something once I'm getting accurate shots. My only problem is I'm still not all that good at air-to-air combat, so it takes me a second to get accurate shots. Checking my flank, just in case. Still not seeing anyone at all, as you can tell. And I can already tell you I don't do any other significant things during my time with the jet. The jet's the most boring part. It's kind of there to be there. It's my first good experience with the jet, though. So during the time, it was quite enjoyable. Looking back on it, there's not much to it. I decided it'd be better for me to get on the ground, so decided to spot out some targets for my friends, one of which just died. Spot out that guy, and that guy. Second one by ramming into him, obviously. Now, the rest of my lives are in the same vehicle I started off with. Which is funny due to the fact that I think some of the enemy tanks were sick of me by the end of the battle due to the fact that I kept spamming this thing out. Now, this kill I was not expecting to be getting. I expected the T-55A up ahead to be getting. Either that or the T-55AM-1. I'm just checking for a second before I move up. I did not see that Type 74G when we were first playing, but I definitely saw this guy. This Vickers Mark 7. lagged for a second there during battle, and yeah, you can even see it in the replay a little bit. I did not flick my gun up in the actual battle. Now, at this point, I'm trying to figure out where that XM1 is to start putting fire on. I think he's a little bit further to the left than he is. Just push up to kind of where I'm shooting at, but I have no direct line of sight. I'm basing it based off where that arrow was and where the machine gun fire, there we go, was coming from. And I end up getting killed from a completely different source. I also noticed at this point that if you look at the minimap, there's someone behind the spawn. That's where my third death comes in, from a Merkava. Nice Israeli tank. Starting to die down in how many people are playing it though, because it's not the best. It's not bad, it's not the best though. And people are losing their popularity of it. But I'm like, I'm gonna go see what I can do about this guy. Trying to spawn camp. And this is probably the stupidest part about the battle. Because at this point, I'm fourth on the team. I just, like, for this battle, I felt like I deserved top 5, maybe top 3. But because of what I'm about to do, I ended up getting higher than what I felt I deserved. It's actually dumb. First of all, that shot was terrible. The next 4 shots, I pumped into his engine before I realized that, hey, it's already destroyed and on fire. Hold my shot, wait for him to put it out, and then set him on fire again. Hold my shot, wait for him to put it out again, and set him on fire one last time to make sure he dies. But that shot didn't set him on fire, or so it said. So what I'm guessing is what happened is he had already been set on fire once before, and so his fire just kept there. Repairing my barrel at this point because it got destroyed. As you can tell by that banana peeling there. Checking behind me, see if there's anybody over there. Once I get my my gun in full working condition, I start backing off, heading towards the battlefield again. And I'll be at some point I catch a glimpse of that XM1 on the hill, and I get in a position to aim in and try to shoot him, try to kill him. I do not end up getting the kill. I do survive the battle, but I do not end up killing that XM1. Yeah, my first shot went too low, otherwise I could have gotten him. Yeah, at this point I just kind of camp here where he won't be able to hit me, but I'll be able to hit him if he comes back. Problem is, he's not coming back. He has moved on. So I'm just sitting here. For almost the rest of the battle, just sitting here. I look over there, because that's where I thought the M60 A1 Rise T was. Little did I know it was already dead. I think. Because it's not showing up on that right. No, still alive. Plenty of tanks still alive. Still learning the replay video stuff. Yeah, that's all there was to the game, but I had adrenaline pumping the entire battle. I was on the edge of my seat. It was the best way to start my morning. And that's all for today. Ta-ra.